Right. Greetings to everybody. This is the time where we look at this opportunity. I found a great opportunity called Untrade, which is a trading software that can be used and connected to the exchanger. Two exchanges currently that they are using and connect to. It is Bybit and uh, Binance. So having that said, you might take into consideration that Bybit and Binance are the exchanges which are in the high ranking. So what does that mean? It means if you look at how the company wants to perform, I think it's best that they want to do all the good. Okay, this is Untrade, an opportunity that I saw. Why I'm saying it's an opportunity? Because there is a feature of um, compensation plan that you can refer people and start earning. But other than that, this opportunity accommodates those who just want to invest. If you do not know how to find your way and buy certain cryptos and maybe start trading, you can do this bot and start trading. So how do you do that? They have a subscription once a year. So if you do want the bot, you buy the subscription for it lasts for 12 months. And as we unpack the prices and everything, it's going to be there. Okay, what do you want one need? This is a disclaimer. I'm not going to read all of it, but they say the information provided by Untrade is for general information purposes only. We do not guarantee the completeness, accuracy, reliability, suitability, availability of the information, products, services, or related graphics on anything related to us. Any reliance you place on such information is at your own risk. Okay, I'm just sharing the opportunity as is as well. Myself, I am not a financial advisor. So I just saw this opportunity and I thought everybody who wants to tap into the market, even if they do not have the complex information of how they go to go about, you can also be part of this by simple subscribing to Untrade bot and connect the APIs into your exchanger and start trading. They're introducing the Untrade is an automated trading and investment platform built specifically for crypto market. Right. So what do they offer? The instant withdrawals within the back office of the bot, automated trading at your fingerprints, advanced algorithm trading, seamless integration with major exchanges, and loss recovery with Delta. They have a certain feature as well, which is meant for the loss recovery. Okay, some of the slides I would be skipping. But what does this speak to? Who does it speak to? It speaks to a person who says, I do not want to be part of network marketing that this opportunity provides, but what I want to do is enjoy my money. Here on this slide, what they did is they made a display of a 4-year history whereby they took a test of this bot, then they put $10,000 from there up until 2024. That was from 2020 to 2024, and the results are showing. For instance, I'm just going to highlight this. If you look at the duration, 3,451% from that same $10,000. That is the initial growth with ROI compounded interest in that 4 years. So I believe it makes a good impression that within the crypto, you can make money. And also, they have a history. The PDF is available. This is one of their strategies called Omega. So if it trades within the spot trading and also the futures. So that is why it says Omega 1X. There is Omega 2X and 3X and all other strategies. They have the 1X, 2X, and 3X. If you look at the history, you can see the reds there where it made loss 7.77% and other 7.41% along that journey. Why does it have so less of losses? It's because this bot is not an intraday bot, but what it does is it's a kind of bot that is going for the swing trade, meaning it will take maybe 3 or 2, even 1 trade per month. So as long as it reaches the profit, that is how it goes. There is Omega 2 as well. Same amount was being tested on 4 years. And also there is a history of Omega 2. They have different strategies you can follow. There is Omega 3 as well. There is certain different risk into what, if you may look at Omega 2, 2x, there is no topic about it, or there's no title. But if you look at Omega 3x, they say it's a risk rider. For all of these ones, why is the risk rider? Because it is futures trading, and it is times 3x. So what does it mean? The same amount of money that was tested on at the same period, same duration, hoping 602, 600, 263%. So this means the time it takes to get into the market and the risk is a little bit higher. But with the longer term, those people who say, I want to enjoy my money in peace, I do not want to refer anybody, you will find peace here. All right. So this is how it shows in the history as well. There were losses incurred. I'm not gonna read them one by one, but in real trading, there would be. Also, this my kind of favorite strategy was because I've already tested this cruise control. All these strategies, the one axis are cruise control because the loss is quite minimal, or let me say rather the risk is quite minimal. Look at the same amount of money. If you look at the percentage, 6,554 in the period of 4 years with compounding interest. So it's quite the same history. You can browse on the PDF bars 2x and the history and bars 3x, which is a risk rider. If you look at the percentage on that same $10,000 2020 and the whole collective history, when they put the collective information, it says here 436,666% growth in that period of 4 years. What does that tell you? It tells you that the longer the wait and the higher the returns, but it depends now on which times that you are taking. And also, there's this Tarang strategy, which is a 1x as well. They would be having that 1x. So the same test they were taken. I'm not going to dwell on that, but they all have the 1x, 2x, and 3x. Where am I heading to? If you are a person who says want to invest your money and do not involve anybody, there is a compensation plan that involves the community, right? And also you can be a sole trader whereby you are on your own, just by the algorithm and start trading. But what best you can do is you might wanna take like 2 or 3 strategies. You can take bars, omega, and tarang. They have been proven to perform the best. These are the algorithm combos for the maximum results, where you can take a reference on that. Look at that: bars 40%, omega 30%, and tarang 30%. That is the power mix of 2x. So all of this information is provided in the PDF. I'm not going to dwell on the risk because every information, I'm not going to dwell on this full list because information is there. And also the founding team behind, you see that the history will tell because of their experience. They're bringing the vast knowledge of how the technical world work. You know, there are people who are masters in crypto and there are people who are masters in technology. But this time around, it's a combination. Some of these people, one of them was the ex-Binance officer in GameStarter. So by the name of Rahul Patia, and you can see some of them, they bring the vast experience into the technical world. So I believe they're going to make this much more profitable. But if you are a person who says, I want to grow with this. You need to ask yourself, are you looking for a sustainable long-term business, or do you want a liability-free business? All of the listed above. Because now, if you want to enjoy your money and involve someone, you will be rewarded. A person will buy a board for $150, which is a yearly subscription. After 12 months, it will expire. What is expected of you is to link the trading system with your exchanger and start trading and enjoying the benefits of the bot. But if you want to involve your community, any person you tell, you will be earning direct income. You will be earning generational income, trading profit income, monthly royalty income, and compounded profit income. So I believe this will make sense. Let's move to the next slide where the initial explanation is at. Okay, $30 for any person that you refer. So you might refer 10 people, that's your $300. If you refer 20, that's 600. Any person that is directly referred by you, when you just started the business, you'll be given $30 referral reward. Okay, so that works quite easy to understand and to calculate. But once you start working this business, if you first come, remember, you are called Jade. That is your first title when you join Untrade business. Any person you invite, you get $30, irrespective of this amount of monies, but it depends how many people you want or how many people they take the business. But here is what you might do. As you invite your team to see the business, maybe you might want to invite 2 people directly under you, maybe, and start building your team. Because they say once you have 20 people, team members under your structure, what happens is that you are a sapphire. But to get that rank, you need to have 2 direct members. And that do, it unlocks the 25% business from the weaker leg. So as you have your 2 members, there will be a weaker leg, then you are getting 25% of that weaker leg. And any person you invite, you get $40. But if you have 2 ruby sapphires in your structure and 75 members in total team, you only need to have 4 directs and you start being called Ruby. Being in this rank, you start earning $45 for any person that you invite directly under you. As well, once you have 2 people who have topped and got into the same rank as you are in the Ruby, as long as you have 6 direct members, what will happen is that if your team has reached 300 members, you will be starting to earn $50 for everyone that you invite directly. And also 25% of that weaker leg. Emerald requires 8 direct team, volume 1,000 members, and 2 members of the same rank that you were on. 2 of them, they have to come from 2 different lines. So what does it mean? Now every person you invite, you are earning $55, and so on and so on, these ranks. So what you might want to do is to, if you really want to work the business, you can identify 2 members that you want to work with, keep growing under them, so that when they rank the same rank that you are on, 2 of them, you can grow to the next rank. But let's have a look on the next stream of income. Here is a trading profit income. When we trade to the bot, with the bot, what happens is that the company have the percentage that is provided for the company to take from all those trades, but within their back office, not in your Binance, not in your Bybit. So how does it pan out? On any trade that closes, if those people who were having pending trades, when they close, if they were your directs, you are earning 20%. How does this 20% come from? It comes from the company's 30% profit. So what happens is that the company allocates 30% profit for them, but in that 30%, it divides that into two. So 50% is meant for distribution for all these levels. So if that person was in your direct, you are getting 20% of that 50% out of the 30. I hope I'm clear. And level two, 10%, and it goes on and on and on. What is quite interesting is that as soon as you reach level 15, what happens is that the percentage starts to grow big again to 6% up until level 20. So this is an opportunity that you might not want to sleep on if you are a networker and want to work the business. And also, maybe this is an illustration graph to show clearly how this distribution meant for. Just going to highlight the trading profit distribution. For instance, a person who has the initial of $100,000, when they have the profit after that period, when they have traded, when they decide now to close the trades. For instance, they have gained $708,000, which is 708% on bars times 3, which is this one of this strategy, summing up to 808, because this would be the profit plus capital. So the total is 808. Now, Untrade wants to take 30% of that in value and says this is a commission amount. But out of that commission amount, they separate it into two, or they divide time by two, meaning it will make two 50%. One is for commission distribution, 106,200, which is the 50% of the commission. Now, from level to level, it gets distributed up until the last level, depending on which percentage or which level those members that have the closed trades are. So I hope this is a little bit clear. And when I saw this, I said, okay, this is going to work quite well, where we saw royalty rewards being introduced. Before, the ranks, you were used to get a once-off payment, like Sapphire was giving you $300, but which was a once-off. Now, you can earn until you say you do not want to be part of Untrade. Royalty rewards, which are like never before. Now, starting earning lifetime royalty reward in Sapphire Red, which is 20% of monthly revenue shared or profit of 150 subscription. How does that work? For instance, now a person comes with 150, the company says, because they distribute this now to the ranks, 4% of that pool. Okay, how does this happen? I wanted to pick my pen. You are getting this 4%, but for you to stay eligible for that, you need to have 2 members enrolled in your structure. Not only you, but in your structure. Remember, you referred to directs and start helping them directly under their teams. So what will happen is that if you are earning and 2 people are being registered in your structure, they are buying the bot, what will happen is that you remain maintaining that 4%. But on the Ruby, 3.56%, and it only needs 6 members in your entire team. Topaz, which is the third rank, 3.11%, and 24 members are meant to be invited or be sold the bot within that month. So how does it work? It works from month to month. It will start calculating from 0. And those 2 members, once you reach that in your entire team, there's no way you cannot reach this. Then Emerald will need 70 members, and you are getting 2.67%, and so on, and goes on and on and on, and up until Crown Diamond. So I believe it is quite clear. What happened to my, okay. Let me try again and move to the next slide. Like, look at this. Now, when they say put 20% monthly share for lifetime, for instance, this is an illustration as well. If the company has like 22,500,000 worth of USDT, the royalty pool has 20% out of that, which is 4.5 million. Now, monthly share by the rank. For instance, that 20% of that would be, that 4% would be 900,000. And let's say, for instance, this is just how to explain how is this distributed. I'm only going to do this rank. Let's say, for instance, this first rank, which is Sapphire, giving you 4% of the entire pool. Okay, let's say the pool is 900,000 and there's 6,000 members as Sapphire. So it will be divided by, that 900 will be divided by 6,000. Then all those members will be getting $150 each. Month to month, it depends on the pool of the monthly revenue, then it may tell you. And also there's these other features where you can just sit and read about the terms and conditions of this Untrade, and it's all there into the PDF that can be shared to you. Excuse me. It is there in the PDF. One might not want to dwell on this, but maybe let's quick look at power of compounding. Let's say, for instance, you are not affording $10,000, but you can afford $1,000. Out of this period, 5 years contract, you can turn your $1,000 into a million or millions because of the power of compounding. Remember, for 1,000 to be reaching a million, you need like about 10 years to double of everything the whole year. But this, in 5 years, you can be sitting at sitting at 3 million. All right. So I hope that one is clear. Let's go further. Why choose Untrade? This is very important. Secure custody of your funds with industry-grade security. Your funds are secured, and remember, you are not sending any funds into the third party. You are just participating in purchasing a bot, and after that, the funds that you possess are within your exchanger. Trading in BTC with only 1x, 2x, and 3x leverage. Funds will remain with you, offering transparent real-time analytics with 24/7 support. I am a witness of that support. Anytime you write to them, they will answer you so quick. Untrade is a technology-based company, not from the network marketing industry, even though they have the affiliate program, which quite strike a good compensation plan. But look at this: regular monitoring and optimization of algorithms to limit drawdowns, and there is no fixed guarantees of how much is your return investment. As this is a real trading, it is not a fixed numbers, so it is quite real. Right, let's look at this. There is an ambassador rank, which is an ambassador criteria, and you might want to read on this one as well in the PDF. Okay, I think we have highlighted the most important part, and these are terms and agreements. Some of the events that have took place in India, we all know Untrade was developed and founded in the country, so there's going to be more events that are happening. But why do you want to not look at this? There's no way you can ignore this, because I think it is quite a good opportunity. But let me see if I do have someone with a question. If there is a question, I would love to have a question and see if we can answer that. If we fail to answer, we can always write to support and get the fitting answer out of the question. Right. Before we close, let me open the question section.
Tabani.
Right. Hello, sir.
Okay. Actually, no. Thank you for the presentation. I think you covered everything quite good. I don't think I've got any questions at this stage. Um, I think if anybody's got questions, I should get to back to the person that actually invited them. Yeah, I don't have any questions at this stage.
All right. Thank you so much. So having that said, if there's no questions, I am going to stop sharing my screen and we'll be seeing each other on the next Zoom. So thank you so much for being part of this Zoom